Do you know how ESPN started? It begins with a man named Bill Rasmussen, a visionary with a grand idea that would forever change the face of sports. In the late 70s, Rasmussen found himself at a crossroads. After losing his job as a communications manager for the Hartford Whalers, he was left with no choice but to think outside the box. With his newfound freedom, Rasmussen conceived an idea that was nothing short of revolutionary: a cable sports network. But bringing this idea to life was not without its challenges. The concept of a 24-hour sports network was unheard of at the time and met with skepticism. There were financial hurdles to overcome, logistical issues to solve, and a market that needed convincing. But Rasmussen was not one to back down. He believed in his vision and was determined to make it a reality. After months of tireless effort, he managed to secure funding for the project. He assembled a team, acquired broadcast rights for various sports, and finalized a deal with RCA Americom to use its SATCOM-1 communications satellite. Finally, after all the struggles and hard work, on September 7, 1979, Rasmussen's dream materialized. The world tuned in to witness the birth of a sports giant. The screen lit up, and the familiar tune echoed, "Welcome to ESPN, the entertainment and sports programming network." And thus, ESPN, the first 24-hour sports network, was born. Did you know that the first program aired on ESPN was a little show called SportsCenter? In the early days, ESPN was testing the waters, trying to find its footing in the broadcasting world. Then came SportsCenter, a humble show that would later become a cornerstone of sports programming globally. Launched in 1979, SportsCenter was a bold initiative, bringing together a mix of sports news, highlights, and commentary all in one place. This was a game changer, folks, and it set the tone for what was to come. SportsCenter was not just a show, it was a statement of intent. It told the world that ESPN was here to deliver sports in a way no one else had done before. This was a network that was not just about broadcasting games, it was about creating a platform for sports discourse, a hub for fans to connect, discuss, and celebrate the world of sports. It was a risky move, but ESPN had the grit and the determination to take the plunge. The network threw its weight behind SportsCenter, and the show, in turn, shaped ESPN's identity. It became the face of the network, setting the standard for sports broadcasting across the globe. So, while ESPN has grown and evolved over the years, it's interesting to note how much of its identity today is still rooted in those early days of SportsCenter. And as we now look back, we can confidently say, SportsCenter was just the beginning of ESPN's groundbreaking programming. ESPN didn't stop at just one channel. In fact, the company's journey is a testament to the power of expansion and innovation. Imagine a tree starting with a single seed and growing into a robust structure with branches spreading far and wide. That's ESPN for you. During the early 90s, ESPN launched its second network, ESPN2. The goal was to provide a platform for sports and programs that were not getting enough airtime on the primary channel. It was a bold move, but it paid off. Today, ESPN2 broadcasts a variety of sports, from college football and basketball to extreme sports and esports, reaching an even wider audience. The growth didn't stop there. ESPN branched out into the digital world as well. In 1995, it launched ESPN.com, a website dedicated to delivering sports news, commentary, and other sports-related content. The site quickly became a go-to resource for sports fans worldwide. It offered a level of convenience that was unheard of at the time. Fans could now get their sports fix with just a click, and the innovation didn't stop with television and the internet. ESPN recognized the potential of radio as another powerful medium to reach sports fans. So, in 1992, ESPN Radio was born. It became a platform for sports talk shows, live broadcasts of games, and even podcasts. It offered a new way for fans to engage with sports, even when they couldn't watch a game live. But what really sets ESPN apart is its constant drive to innovate. The company has consistently sought out new ways to deliver sports content to its fans. From creating its own high-definition television service, ESPN HD, to launching a streaming service, ESPN+, the company has always been on the cutting edge. It has even ventured into the world of virtual reality, offering fans an immersive way to experience sports. ESPN's relentless pursuit of innovation has kept it at the forefront of sports media. It's not just about broadcasting games, it's about creating an entire sports ecosystem. And that's why ESPN continues to be a leader in the industry. ESPN's influence extends far beyond broadcasting. From the moment it first transmitted its signal, ESPN has played a pivotal role in shaping the world of sports. Its influence permeates all facets of sports, from the games we watch, the athletes we admire, to the narratives that captivate us. Let's start with how ESPN helped popularize certain sports. Before the advent of ESPN, sports coverage was primarily focused on the big three: football, baseball, and basketball. However, ESPN took a chance on the underdogs. They provided a platform for lesser-known sports, from skateboarding to spelling bees. This spotlight propelled these niche sports into the mainstream consciousness, giving rise to new generations of fans and athletes alike. But ESPN didn't just change what we watched, it changed how we watched. Sports weren't just about the game anymore, it was about the culture. ESPN became a curator of sports culture, shaping and reflecting the zeitgeist of the times. Whether it was through the iconic SportsCenter or groundbreaking documentaries like 30 for 30, ESPN transformed sports into compelling narratives, humanizing athletes and making sports a universal language that could be understood and appreciated by all. ESPN also forged powerful partnerships with major sports leagues. They became the exclusive broadcasters for some of the biggest events in sports, from the Super Bowl to the World Series and the NBA Finals. This not only cemented ESPN's place in the broadcasting landscape but also contributed to the growth and popularity of these leagues. However, ESPN's influence isn't limited to just the United States. They've made significant strides in bringing American sports to the global stage, and conversely, introducing international sports to American audiences. From broadcasting the FIFA World Cup to promoting the English Premier League, ESPN has been instrumental in fostering a global sports community. In essence, ESPN has become more than just a sports network. It's a cultural phenomenon that's transformed the way we experience sports. From the sports we watch, the stars we cheer for, to the stories that move us, ESPN's fingerprints are everywhere. ESPN's reach within the sports world is unmatched. However, ESPN's journey has not been without its bumps in the road. Just like any other media conglomerate, ESPN too has faced its share of challenges and controversies. One of the most commonly voiced criticisms has been accusations of bias. Critics have claimed that ESPN tends to favor certain teams and athletes, leading to an uneven representation of the sports world. This has sparked debates about journalistic integrity and the role of media in sports. Another significant challenge has been issues with rights contracts. ESPN has had to navigate the complex and often contentious world of broadcast rights. They've faced lawsuits and legal battles over who gets to air what, when, and how. These rights contracts are a critical part of ESPN's business model, but they've also led to some high-profile disputes. ESPN has also faced criticism for its handling of sensitive issues. There have been controversies over how it's dealt with topics such as domestic violence in sports and racial issues. These instances have led to discussions about the network's responsibilities and its influence on public opinion. Moreover, the advent of digital media has posed a significant challenge. ESPN has had to adapt to the changing media landscape, competing with online platforms and streaming services, all vying for viewer attention. Despite these challenges, ESPN has remained a dominant force in sports media. Its ability to weather these storms is testament to its resilience and enduring appeal. So where does ESPN stand today? Well, ESPN is no longer just a television network. It has evolved into a multi-platform sports media giant, reaching audiences through all digital means possible. From its mainstay cable channels to its comprehensive website, and from its wide-ranging podcasts to its engaging social media presence, ESPN leaves no stone unturned in its mission to serve sports fans. Today, ESPN stands as an indomitable force in the world of sports media, offering a blend of live sports, news, highlights, and commentary. It's a go-to destination for sports enthusiasts, catering to a broad spectrum of interests, from mainstream sports like football and basketball to niche interests like esports and extreme sports. Looking ahead, the future of ESPN is bright and full of potential. As technology continues to evolve, so too will ESPN's approach to delivering sports content. We can expect more interactive experiences, more personalized content, and even further integration of analytics. ESPN is also set to capitalize on emerging trends like virtual and augmented reality, which could further revolutionize how we consume sports content. Moreover, ESPN's commitment to diversity and inclusivity promises an even wider range of voices and perspectives in its coverage, ensuring that it remains relevant and engaging for all sports fans. Whatever the future holds, ESPN is sure to remain at the heart of the sports world. From its humble beginnings to its current status as a sports media titan, ESPN's journey is a testament to its enduring commitment to sports fans around the world.